Imagine a time of powerful kings, treacherous betrayals, and battles that shaped the destiny of an entire civilization. A world where empires rose and fell like waves in the ocean of time. Before the great Mauryan Empire, before even Alexander the Great set foot in India, there were the Mahajanapadas, 16 powerful kingdoms that ruled the Indian subcontinent. But hey, don't let the ancient names scare you. This isn't some forgotten history lesson. It's a story of ambition, war, and politics that could rival even the most thrilling TV dramas. So, who were the rulers of these ancient lands? What brutal conflicts shaped their fate? And why did some vanish while others became the foundation of Indian civilization? Stick around till the end, because this story is full of rivalries, betrayals, and power struggles that will leave you speechless. But before we talk about their wars, let's go back to the very beginning, when the land was divided not into one but 16 rival kingdoms, each dreaming of total domination. Picture this: a land brimming with wealth, its rivers nourishing fertile plains, bustling trade centers filled with merchants and scholars. This was ancient India in the 6th century BCE, a land divided into 16 powerful states known as the Mahajanapadas. But why 16? Why not 20 or 10? Historians believe that these states emerged as small tribes and city-states grew in power, fueled by trade, agriculture, and, well, a relentless thirst for control. Some were ruled by mighty kings, while others were republics, yes, actual republics, where leaders were elected. Imagine democracy in ancient India. Among the 16 Mahajanapadas, a few stood out. Magadha, the ultimate game changer, a kingdom that would later give rise to emperors like Chandragupta Maurya and Ashoka. Kosala, the land of Ayodhya, deeply tied to mythology and history. Vatsa and Avanti, rich in trade and culture, but destined for a violent end. Kuru and Panchala, warriors with a legendary past connected to the Mahabharata. Each of these kingdoms had their own ambitions. But here's the catch: there wasn't enough land for everyone. And in a world where power was everything, war was inevitable. As tensions rose, some kings made alliances, others sharpened their swords, but only a few would survive the coming storm. Thunder rumbles, the clash of swords echoes, war has begun. The Mahajanapadas didn't just exist peacefully side by side. They were in a constant struggle for dominance. The most ruthless battles were fought between Magadha, Kosala, Avanti, and Vatsa, each determined to outmaneuver the other. While other kingdoms squabbled, one rose above them all. Why? Because of one man, Bimbisara. Bimbisara was a king unlike any other. He didn't just rely on brute force, he was a master strategist. Instead of waging war outright, he used marriage alliances, diplomacy, and deception to expand his kingdom. His greatest move? Marrying a princess from Kosala, securing an alliance that made Magadha nearly untouchable. Imagine playing chess while everyone else is swinging swords. Bimbisara was basically the Grand Master of ancient India. But every empire has its cracks. Bimbisara's son, Ajatashatru, was impatient, hungry for power. And so, in a shocking twist, he imprisoned his own father and starved him to death. With Bimbisara gone, Ajatashatru unleashed war upon the remaining Mahajanapadas. Kosala fell, Vatsa crumbled, and Avanti, it fought to its last breath, but even it couldn't resist the rising power of Magadha. By the time the dust settled, Magadha stood as the supreme power, the last great kingdom. But wait, what happened to the others? Did they simply vanish? Or did their legacy live on in ways no one expected? As Magadha tightened its grip, the other Mahajanapadas faded into history. But their influence? It shaped the future of India forever. Out of Magadha's ashes rose the Maurya Empire, led by Chandragupta Maurya and his legendary advisor Chanakya. They built upon what the Mahajanapadas had started, creating one of the greatest empires in world history. Even today, traces of these kingdoms remain. Cities like Patna, ancient Pataliputra, still stand. Stories of these kings are woven into folklore, and the idea of governance, whether monarchy or republic, first took root here in the halls of these ancient states. The Mahajanapadas weren't just old kingdoms lost to time. They were the foundation of a civilization that still thrives today. Their wars, alliances, and betrayals shaped the course of Indian history. And though they are gone, their stories will never be forgotten. So, here's something to think about. If you lived in ancient India, which Mahajanapada would you want to rule? Would you be a ruthless conqueror like Ajatashatru or a wise strategist like Bimbisara? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this dive into ancient history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another epic tale. Until next time, stay curious, stay legendary.